Winner of the $50 gift certificate from Wrangler brand jeans that we're going to give away during the rodeo performance this afternoon.
As to Bill Hogan, the long clock rang 2 hours late.
And the Howe Lions Club PRCA Pro Rodeo Cowboy Band. Ladies and gentlemen, worldwide, the most recognized symbol of America, the cowboy. You know, nothing symbolizes freedom and individualism more than an American cowboy, and especially the modern rodeo athlete. I believe that as Americans, there's a little bit of cowboy in every one of us here today. Now, the image in our minds of a cowboy is that of a tall man in a wide-brimmed hat with high-heeled boots and a weather-beaten face. That man who lives by a special code known as the Code of the West. And when you ask him to serve his community or state, you'll find him stepping out of his work jacket into a three-piece suit. And when asked to defend his country, willingly he'll trade in his cowboy boots for combat boots. And I believe that it is our individualism and self-confidence that is the American cowboy in every one of us. And of course, the American cowboy is always recognized and associated with the colors of the great Lone Star State of Texas. No matter where I go, from east to west, everybody says, what's it like to live in Texas? I'll tell you this, Texas is, of course, the greatest state in the Union. We know that. Cowboys and cowgirls 150 years ago helped tame the western frontier. And, of course, rodeo still ranks number one in the number one state in the Union, the Lone Star State of Texas. Now, this year of 1986 is a very special year for the state of Texas. It is, of course, our sesquicentennial, 150 years. Let's say happy birthday, Texas. You know, as we look out at that arena, we're reminded of the adversities that we've had to conquer in life and the adversities that have faced the great Lone Star State of Texas. But ladies and gentlemen, today here in the city of Howe, we are celebrating, along with the entire state, 150 years of living history, the colors of the great state of Texas, and our 150th birthday, the sesquicentennial of the Lone Star State. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to what I believe to be the most beautiful colors on God's green earth today. It's the red, white, and blue of Old Glory. And if Old Glory could talk to us today, I believe she'd say something like this. I was born the 4th of July, 1776. And as we say in Texas, I was bred right, because the Declaration of Independence is my birth certificate. And I am many things and many people because I am America. I'm the Golden Gate Bridge, I'm the Brooklyn Bridge, I'm a small child playing cowboys and Indians in Howe, Texas. I am 250 million people and the ghost of millions more who have lived and died for me. And I have over 200,000 churches where my people worship as they think best. I'm the roar of a crowd in a rodeo arena or the voice of a choir in a cathedral. I am America. And though she may not be perfect, ladies and gentlemen, today as we look out on the red, white, and blue of Old Glory, let us all be reminded she represents the greatest legitimate democracy the world has ever known, the United States of America. Would you remain standing, please, for our invocation and our national anthem. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, for 2 days you've had a great time in this sport of rodeo in this arena. Thank you for letting us come to Howe, Texas, and thank you for the cowboys and the cowgirls that are here to compete. Now, I'm not about to stand here and ask you to play favorites, Lord, for any of them, because I know you don't work that way. But I would like to ask for a fair and equal chance for each one to show the talent and skill that you have given them and the way they chose to use it. And when it's all over, we've washed the mud off our boots for another year. Let us always be careful to give the glory where the glory is due. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, who gave us life, we thank you, Father, on this special Mother's Day. Amen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, we invite you to sing along. God bless America here today. Thank you. Well, let me ask you something now. If you're here today and you came to let your hair down, get loose, rear back, and have a good time, let me hear a Texas yell from you right now as we do it and we turn loose with the #1 spectator sport in America. It's professional rodeo. Bob Logue will be our first bareback rider to work in the first event of our program today. Bobby Logue of Cumbie, Texas, many times to the national finals, ranked among the top 15 in the world. He was 80 points in the bareback riding last night in Killeen, Texas. Today, he has drawn the great national finals horse of John Walter's Mid-States Rodeo Company they call Stock. Here's a horse that has been to the World Series of Rodeo many times. You've seen him on national television. Bobby Logue, a man who has been there 3 years ago. This man suffered a broken neck. They said he'd never walk again, much less ride. Watch him today at Howe, Texas. Bobby Logue. Turn it loose, Bubba. Ride. Cowboy, ride. Carry him on, Howe. He's going to do it today. Bobby Logue of Cumbie, Texas. Our rodeo pickup men, Pat Faulkner and T.J. Walter, move in to give him a hand to the ground. What do you say to one of the greats in the world, Bobby Logue? Thanks to our bucking shoot sponsors, the First National Bank of Anna, Sherman Convention and Visitors Council, the Howe State Bank, Poland of all Western Wear, Van Alstyne, Texas, Joe Luter Ford and Whitewright, El Dorado Chevrolet in McKinney, a 71 score for Bobby Logue, 71. Dean Voigt, Marvin Garrett tied in the lead with a 75. Let's go to Jay Kirkland. Billings, Montana, cowboy on a horse they call Dakota. Don't forget, I hope you have your souvenir rodeo program. Be sure you have one later on today. When I call out the winning numbers, you could be the winner. Here we go now. Look at this. Now, right. Go on, Jay. Stay in and try. Well, it's adverse conditions, but in spite of the mud, the muck, and the mire, the cowboys came to ride. The bucking horses came to buck, and hold on, son. Pat Faulkner trying to get into position to give the man a hand to the ground. Ooh, easy. T.J. Walters got him now. There he is. He said, I'm not giving me a lift, partner. And don't forget the concession stand is open. Be sure you have one of the souvenir programs. Autographs from our rodeo cowboys and cowgirls. It has been a great weekend. How many of you have been to more than one performance so far already? All right. How many of you have been to all three? Okay, what a group. Now watch how to shoot 6 here with 5, brother. Here we go. Tim Reddox, the Utah Cowboy. Hang on, Tim. From Stockton, Utah. Well, we'll see what our Wrangler officials have to say. We'll go over the look on that. By the way, 2 Wrangler pro judges. The Cowboy can hear you now. He's down safely. 2 Wrangler pro officials scoring the cowboy and the horse. Gene Owen of Sperry, Oklahoma. Dick Marshall of St. James, Missouri. Our 2 Wrangler pro rodeo officials. 5-8, a 58 score for Tim. 58. Let's go to Casey Strange. Here's a Texas cowboy who's drawn a horse they call the Twisted Sister. Casey Strange and Twisted Sister shoot 3. Now look at this horse spot. Come on, cowboy, ride. Do it. Now, Texas, let him hear you. Oh, look out. Whoa, a little wild and woody stay away from the Prince's Mercy. Takes the line. Now he's down. Well, go on down if you want to. He appreciates it, I guarantee you that. Now, Gino, Dick Marshall put the pencil to that one. A 71 scores, 71 points, 71, John Greeno. Abilene, Kansas. Indian Paint, the horse he's on board. A leather surcingle called the bareback rigging. That's all you have to hold on to in the bareback riding contest. One hand in the rig and the other hand high in the air. Now you have to put the feet up over the break of the shoulders. The first jump out of the chute advantage to the horse. And then bareback, better you spur, better you'll score. Possible total of 100. Chute 2 opens now. Wow, looking horse. Oh, look out. Come on, son. Stay on and ride. Come on, you can do it. Hang on. Wild colored paint horse. A lot of mud flying high and wild. Ooh, yuck. We got it again. Yeah, 66 points. A 66 score. 66. Let's go to Kent Richards, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Great national finals horse they call Ambush. Out in the center of the arena, knee-deep in the muck and the mire, a man who's been a tremendous help to us all week long. On the center gate, Mr. C.L. Simcoe. C.L., we appreciate all of your help, my friend, a lot. C.L., bless his heart, is not from Howe. We hope that he'll get healed someday and come here. Actually, he's from Van Alstyne. A lot of good friends from Van Alstyne that have helped us work, and this cowboy's ready to ride now. Ambush! Come on! Uh-oh. Look out. Well, I have some good news, and I have some bad news. Now, the good news is he rode the horse, but the bad news is he'll win nothing but what you give, no score, miss the horse at the gate. Did not have those feet pulled over the way to the shoulders for the first jump out. Disqualification and no score. Wait a minute. Who's booing? Who asked you? Stand up when I'm talking to you. Put the ball back down. How would you like to see the #1 rated bareback rider in the world? Right now, Chuck Logue of McKinney, Texas is the man to go. Redskin, the horse he's on. Whoops, correction. All right, well, you tell us and we'll do it. All right, so we'll correct the order here. We'll go to him in a minute. Mo Hammonds of Haslett, Texas on Apache. All right, here we go. Come on now, right. Red flag fly. Is that the free hand or did you miss him out? Gene Owens said yes, the feet were not there above the shoulders. The first jump out on his side, and it's no score. So no score on that ride. Mo Hammonds of Haslett on Apache. A pair of 75 still leading the way, Dean Voigt and Marvin Garrett, who were here earlier. Now we'll go to Chuck Simonson, Epping, North Dakota. The horse, Kelowna Kid, First National Bank of Anna, Chairman Convention and Visitors Council, the Howe State Bank. Following along, Van Alstyne, Joe Luder Ford, and Eldorado Chevrolet. Our buck and shoot sponsors. 6 buck and shoots, leather serve single in the bareback rigging. Hold on tight for 8 seconds. Hang, rattle, and ride. Slide and drag, as some of the cowboys will say. And of course, the better they spur, well, the better they'll score. Moving those feet forward, over the break, and then getting wild. Now, Chuck, come on, do it, Chuck. Chuck Simonson, Epping, North Dakota. He's one of our all-around cowboys in contention for that all-around championship buckle. We awarded a Kemper's Cowboy Corral to our all-around champion. There he is. 69 points, the 69 score for Chuck Simonson, 69. Here he is, Chuck Logue, and the horse is called Redskin. Chuck Logue's got some fans in the stands tonight, doesn't he? I think he does. Here's a young man who won $52,000 at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas last December. He is ranked #1 in the world. You could be watching the future champ of the world right here. Buck and shoot #2. Redskin, the horse he's on. Here he is, Chuck Logue, right now, the #1 man in the world. To it, Chuck, ride. Watch the spurring action as he goes to it. There's back and never miss a lick. That's why he's #1 in the world. Never missed a spur lick, makes it look oh so easy. Chuck Logue of McKinney, Texas, welcome to Howe. 71 points, 71 score for Chuck Logue, 71. C.R. Temple from Durango, Colorado. Wait a minute, I'm getting a Durango. I see. Shoot 3 now. Come on, C.R. Oh, go on, C.R. Get with it, cowboy. Whoops. Oh, what a lunge. Get a little facial, did you? That's okay. It doesn't cost any extra for the mud. It's free. Good now. Brett Edwards. Rapid City, South Dakota. Roney, name of the horse that he'll be on board today. Brett Edwards, Rapid City, South Dakota, on Roney. D. Go over to Hole in the Wall, Van Alstyne, get $50. D, did Chuck buy a program for you? Oh, come on, man. What's wrong? Be sure you have one of the souvenir programs. Read the gold page. Our gold sponsors, every one of them, very special to us, helping us put this rodeo together and making it a possibility. Isn't that beautiful out there? Whoop. Out in the arena. I'll tell you what. CR, we had more than a rain, can you tell? That was a deluge. Looking for fish. There may be some. On the bareback rigging, Fred Edwards, Rapid City, South Dakota. Rolly, the horse that he's on board. Mr. Rodney Knockin has the program going through the grandstand. If you don't have one, get one. He'll come to you. Now, look, go on. Rodeo. Go on. Go on. I tell you what, a tribute to the conditioning of these horses to be able to buck that well in this kind of mud. What do you think of John Walker and the Mid-States Rodeo Company? I tell you what, he's brought a bunch of good bucking horses here. No score on the ride for Fred Edwards. Did not have the feet forward over the shoulders. The first jump out, and it's no score. From Silverdale, Washington, now we'll go to the 1985 Reserve Champion of the World. Ran hard for the gold buckle. He's doing it again in 1986. Clint Corey, Silverdale, Washington. The horse is called Hard Twist. Hard Twist. Clint Corey, Silverdale, Washington. Down at the far end of the arena at the gate, our rodeo chairman, Mr. Andy Kaiser of Howe, Texas. Andy, tip your hat, would you? That guy's done a great job of putting this thing together. Rodeo chairman of the Howe Lions Club, Andy Kaiser. Now watch Clint Corey of Silverdale, Washington. Look out! Go on, Clinton, ride. Cheer him on, Howe, Texas. He needs you now. Woo! Slipping and a sliding. Look out. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you say to the Reserve Champion of the World? Clint Corey of Silverdale, Washington. Now, Dick Marshall. You know him putting the score together, a 69 score, 69. Now we'll go to Wes Ward from Plano, Texas, or Garland, Texas, actually now. Wes originally from Colgate, Oklahoma. He was out Friday night, was awarded a re-ride, had to come back today to get on the horse. Here's one of the classiest little bareback riders in the country, but let me tell you something about the horse he's on board today, Buckskin Jack. Big, powerful, very strong. Here's a horse who is apt to jerk a cowboy down. Wes says, I know how he bucks, I know how he is, I know his reputation, I've watched him go before. I want him. I've been wanting to get on this horse. Today's the day. Maybe it'll be just right. We're going to find out. He has to be more than 75 to take the lead away from Dean Voigt and Marvin Garrett. Dean Voigt of Zap, North Dakota. Marvin Garrett of Aladdin, Wyoming. We're here earlier with a pair of 75s. They are sharing first place. Mickey Young of Jerome, Idaho with a 74. Then we go to Jake Kirkland with a 73, unofficially as of right now. Wes, getting it on his mind, getting that hand worked into the rigging good. You see the camaraderie of the cowboy. Trying to help the man get the horse standing straight like he wants him. First National Bank of Anna, Sherman Convention and Visitors Council, the House State Bank, Hole in the Wall, Joe Luter, Ford, and Whitewright, El Dorado Chevrolet and McKinney, sponsoring our bucking shoot. The horse is trying every way in the world to cheat the cowboy. Doesn't want to get him a fair shot out of the bucking chute. Wes Ward said, I am ready to ride right now. Do it. Wesley, go. Wes Ward, come on. Do it. Cheer him on. He's going for first place today. Can he get it? Wes Ward, reared back, spurring. T.J. Walters steps into the ground. Wes Ward. A 69 score for Wes Ward, a 69. Our high-scored ride of the day. Jake Kirkland of Billings, Montana, with a 73 score. How about the bareback riding Cowboys, huh? So that 73 score by Jake Kirkland. An outstanding ride today. And what a way to start this afternoon, huh? We got a great day planned, a lot of interesting things to happen yesterday. I'll say welcome to Bob McCorley, professional photographer from Golden Spur Studio, Denison, Texas. Bob, nice to have you with us in the arena today. shooting some footage for us. And moving right along now to the far, don't look now. What are you two fellows doing out here? Hey, look at me mucking mire breath. What do you mean, wait a minute? Wait a minute, what? A very important announcement? What kind of announcement? This is the very last one? What do you mean the very last what? This is the very last rodeo you're ever going to work? That's the best news I've had ever. You're retiring from rodeo. You're going to get rich. What are you going to do? Went into a new business? What do you mean a new business? Magic business? It costs you all of your money. Do you mean to tell me that you're into petrodictomy? Magic. You're into magic. It costs you, what do you mean costs you all of your money? You just got back from Las Vegas and did what? You bought the very latest magic act in Las Vegas. All right. Do you have it here? In his pocket. I want to see it. $10,000. I don't even know what it is. No. I've never seen one before. A $10,000 sack. Now wait a minute. That looks like an ordinary plain old sack to me. Yes, I can see inside the sack. Absolutely nothing, right? I see it. No gimmicks up your sleeve. Right. Right, nothing at all. Nothing any, you got that right. Two ordinary bandanas, what do you mean? No, that's the red, yeah, that's red, yes. A red one and a blue one. So, you have a red one and a muddy one. That one's haunted, what do you mean it's haunted? Got a booger in it. Now wait a minute, Rex. Done. Oh, man. Empty sack, I see it. So what? You put the blue handkerchief in there. You put the red handkerchief in there. Here's where I can help. What do I do? A lot of hot air. Rex. Blow in the sack. Say the magic word. Abracadabra. Hocus pocus. What? Whoa! Now what? Did it work? Wait a minute, what worked? I'm watching closely. What worked? What's the trick? The red bandana turned blue. And the blue bandana turned red. Oh, now wait a minute. Hold it. Wait, you dipstick. Anything would be better than that. No, that's not enough. We're gluttons for punishment. We want to see more. A really good one here, I'll bet you. Yes. A really, really good one. How good is it? It is so good that the real name is J.R. Ewing. What does that mean? Oh, I see. He just rolled. You can balance anything out there on that ball bat. Well, there's no way. I'll bet you $5 you can. What are you going to balance on the ball bat? An ordinary Dr. Pepper bottle. Except that it's empty, I see, right? What are you... Wait a minute. Now what are you going to do with it? Balance it on the bat? I know you can't do it. I'll bet you $5 you can't do it. Yes, upside down. Hey, wait a minute, hold it. Just try to get along, guys, would you please? All right, here we go. Wait, all right, you owe me $5. The wind blew it off. Wait a minute, there's no wind today. More money. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll bet you my paycheck against your paycheck. $5. You want me to wait a minute? All right, here we go. Yes, this is for $10, double or nothing. Here we go. I told you you couldn't do it. Pay up. Wait, no, wait a minute. Hold it. One more time. You guys are making me nervous. Double or nothing. Triple or nothing. 2-0. There's no way. You can't make it work. There is no way that they're going to balance it on the end of that bat. There is no possible way. You can't do it. I know better. I know you can. What's the win? What's the win? What's the win? Watch it. Hold it. Look at this. Can you believe it? What an outstanding. Get out of here. Rex Dunn and Snuffy Chancellor are rodeo clowns. You know, it's been a real joy to work with these guys this week, Rex and Snuffy. They'll be back a little bit later on. Right now, we'll go to the steer wrestling contest, and the current champion of the world, Rodeo, Gordon, Nebraska, was here earlier, a 5-second flat run on the lead. Dickie Williams and Gary Green with 5.4, splitting second and third as of right now. Lonnie Lavender of Irving, Texas, will be our first contestant to work in the steer wrestling contest today. In this event, you'll see the contestant using a hazer. The hazy shot right on the opposite side of that steer. You can running in a straight line. To afford the steer wrestling cowboy every possible opportunity to bail off the back of that horse on the neck of that steer and wrestle him to the ground. The conditions are not ideal, but I'll tell you this. We're watching some really true cowboy athletes here this weekend. Lonnie Lavender of Irving, Texas is the contestant to go right now. 5 seconds flat, Oak Barrier, Gordon, Nebraska is in the lead overall. Our thanks to all of our sponsors that have helped make this rodeo possible, our entire rodeo committee, and the Kaiser. Now watch an American cowboy go to work right here. And what do you say? Help him out. They deserve all we can give and more. 8 points to work, Marty Johnson. Our thanks to our roll-off. Okay. Go to Ed Galimba. Ed Galimba, Stephenville, Texas. Thanks to our gold and silver sponsors on the beautiful gold page inside your souvenir program. You have one. Be sure you have your insert sheet. Don't forget later on, I'm going to call out a lucky number. Doris, would it be neat if you won it? $50. Sure, yeah. But on the gold page, our gold sponsors, Robert Fishing Farm, the city of Howe, Charles Brown Chevrolet, Case International Tractors. I'm going to tell you something. Robert Salton, Mike, and all the folks over at Case International Tractors, these guys brought the tractors here. We have used them all week. They've worked hard for us. I hope you farmers keep that in mind next time you buy them. They're great guys. Southwest Auction, the Expand Country State, Edwards Exxon, Van Alstyne, Bartlett Drilling Company, Dr. Roxanne Smith, Wortham Feed and Ceramics, out here in Howe, Industrial Welding Products, Red River Chrysler Plymouth, Waldo Funeral Home, Dale Spears Incorporated, the Van Alstyne Animal Clinic. Now, watch our cowboy go to work right now. Ed Galimba from Stephenville, Texas, and look out. There you go. 5.9. I tell you what, in spite of that weather, these guys are doing a great job. 5 9/10 of a second. 5.9. That'll bring up Todd Jarrett of Livingston, Wisconsin. Todd Jarrett of Livingston, Wisconsin, the contestant to go. Van Alstyne Animal Clinic, as I said, A&R Grocery right here in Howe, David and Sharon Norris in the group. Fletcher Funeral Home, Clay Fletcher, the good old boy. Richie, I tell you what, I couldn't have done without these guys. Bill Benton, they're all tremendous. The Howe Chamber of Commerce, I'll tell you what, we've got an active Chamber of Commerce. They kicked in a lot of money for this thing. Magnifad Manufacturing and Howe, they were our very first gold sponsors. Randy's Kitchen, Richard and Virginia Rainey, who are here with us at the rodeo today. Mr. L.M. Sykes, our very dear friend, one of the greatest rodeo cowboys of all time, a resident here at Howe. You'll be seeing him a little bit later on today. Community National Bank and PC Data Systems of Van Alstyne. Our thanks to all of them, our silver sponsors as well. Right now, we're watching Todd Jarrett at Livingston, Wisconsin. Many times, Todd's a qualifier for the Great Lakes Circuit Finals Rodeo, held in Louisville, Kentucky every November. Ranked among the top 12 in the Western United States of America in this steer wrestling event. Would like to be quicker than 5 seconds flat to take the lead. Barrier rule in effect here, don't forget that. Animal is given a head start, and starts too soon and breaks that barrier. It'll be a 10-second penalty that they'll add on to his total time. You don't want that to happen. Good team of horses. Work their way to go. The American quarter horse going to work now. Now, come on, Todd. Do it. Attaboy. And listen to this. 5.4. He's in there for a share of the money. 5.4. For Todd Garrett, 5.4. Now, a three-way tie. The second, third, and fourth place with 5.4. Brings up the minute. Seagoville, Texas. Trying to be quicker than 5 flat. Oatberry, champ of the world. Before we go any further, a special salute to all of you. How many of you are celebrating Mother's Day? How many moms are here celebrating today? How many of you brought your mom? I brought mine. She's sitting down at the far end. My mom, all the way from Fort Worth, came to celebrate Mother's Day here at the rodeo. Her and my dad. They're having a good time. Everybody's family's been here all weekend long, having a great time at the rodeo. We're glad to have all of you moms on your very special day today. 5 seconds flat in the lead this year wrestling contest. Our silver sponsors, Foremost Jerry, Dallas, Texas, a big help. Taylor Cars Incorporated of Sherman, the First National Bank of White Rock, Harold Sowers and the crew, and Lloyd Flyler Construction Company. Our thanks to all of them. A lot of folks that work day and night. All of our rodeo committee and the Howe Lions Club. I think we're very fortunate to have an active group like the Howe Lions Club in the city, doing good work for the city of Howe. Now we go. Look out! Look out! Now, ladies and gentlemen, he had to be quicker than 5 flats to take the lead. Listen to this. 4.1. There's the man who just moved into first place with a 4.1. And we'll move to Jeff Club of Huntsville, Texas. I like this young man. A lot of talent, a lot of class in this young man. 4-1. Now moving to the lead. 5 flat. Oatberry goes to second, and then 5-4. Split three-way. I mentioned the good old boys. Adam and Doug. Richie Bell from Texas Business Machines in Sherman, putting the sound together for us and helping us a lot along with Bill Benton. And quite especially, we do appreciate the fine work that they've done. I'll tell you something else. It's been a pleasure to work with Mr. Danny Evans and the Pro Rodeo Cowboy Band. They've done a tremendous job. How about it for our band? Danny Evans in the group. Fellas, stand up and tip your hat. No hat, tip your head. There you go. Why not? Barrier open set. 4-1. Well, Dale showed them it can be done today. Can we get another one? Huh? Come on, just club. Watch this young guy. I've seen him do it before. 4.1 in the lead right now. See, somebody else is up with the bunch, and that's the Howe Public School. Boy, they've done a great job here. We got half their stuff out here. Pete, I don't know if we'll ever get it all back. It'll take a Now, Jeffrey right there, son, hold on. That's it. Just took over second place, 4.8. 4.8. In 1982, the man you're about to see is crowned the all-around champion cowboy of the entire world. And once again in 1986, he's back where he belongs, number 1 in the world. This is Chris Libert of Argyle, Texas. The number 1 all-around cowboy champion of the world. Don't forget an all-around buckle going to our all-around champion. We'll make that presentation. That determination after the rodeo performance today. And who has won the most money. Beating 2 or more events. Going for it now. All or nothing. Chris Libert down on him, and whoops. Oh. A little bit of a bad footing now. He's got him down. 6.2, 6 2/10 seconds. But what do you say to the number one all-around man in the world, huh? Chris Libert. Welcome to Howe, Texas, Chris. Now, move to Tommy Ferrier. Austin, Texas. Beautiful sunshiny day. Setting stand. Cold, iced tea, coffee. Barbecue, I want you to know, some of the best barbecue you've ever tasted down there. Concession stand. Chips, the world champion. Ranked among the top in the world. 4.1 in the lead. Can somebody take it away? This man certainly could. He's got the talent to do it. Luck of the draw, well, that means a lot. How is this animal the world? Cowboys have no control over what animals they ride, rope, or wrestle. They're all thrown for them and assigned to them prior to the performance. You got to be the one that gets you. Completely at random. A rough stop drawn by our Central Entry System in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Home office to the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, the #1 governing body of rodeo in the entire world today. This rodeo sanctioned under the auspices of the PRCA. Right now, the former champ of the world is trying to win himself some money. Some $20,000 and prize money at the draft this weekend. Tommy Ferrier, Austin, Texas, long jump, got him by the head. Uh-oh. Stuck his hand on the ground and didn't go down. He'll take nothing but what you get. Good Lord, Hunt. Stephenville, Texas. Lord, I did the Stephenville. I guess that's the correct way to say it. I'll ask PJ in a minute. He is my teacher on correct pronunciation of words, sounds, and other things. Wanted PJ Walker to sing the national anthem for us today, but he's just so busy he didn't have time. You don't know how lucky you are. Lord Hodges, Stephenville, 4.1 in the lead. You saw it today. 4-8 and then 5-4, 5-4, 5-4. They're after the heat into the box. What's the barrier rope? So you're talking about right now, remember? That's what determines whether or not that anyone gets a lot of head start. 4-1 or better to take the line and share the money. Settle into the corner of that box. Once that horse standing in there just right. Once that steer standing straight, ready to run. Once the cowboy nods his head, signifying that he is prepared to go. Too late to worry whether or not things are right. Can't get the right footing in there. 4-1. On his mom, you bet. It's usually sometimes having a little stop on the brain. They always know out there. Getting caught now, we wrestle into the ground. That's how it's done. 6.6. Lloyd Hodges, 6.6. But Dave, Englishtown, New Jersey. Last year round for the government. Here's the last one of this performance. Good day. Englishtown, New Jersey. .1. That's one of the days so far. Tell you what these fellas show, they came to work, came to rodeo, regardless of the elements. There are no free roles in life. And sometimes you have to work with things you don't like. Certainly we'd like to have that ground a lot better. But our bucking horses and our bulls have been bucking. 81-point bull ride last night, leading the way over strong, Orange, Louisiana. 81 points for Ron Glasson. You must be over today. Now, last, ooh, now we've got him. Ooh, yeah. Doesn't feel too good. You can count on that. Oh, that steer making life miserable. What do you say for a cowboy who gave it an excellent effort today, huh? So our fastest run out the rodeo, and you saw our champion today with a run of 4.1. Dale Minicky, how about our steer wrestling cowboys? What an outstanding exhibition. The little doggie seems lost. This way, son. Don't worry, Robin Wessels will help you find your way home. A pretty little cowgirl from Peoria, Illinois. Are you from Peoria, Robin? Right around there somewhere? I thought so. There we go. Thank you very much. Well, are you having a good time so far? You ain't seen something yet. Wait till you see this. You are not going to believe who's here. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, would you make welcome for the first time ever in the United States of America, the champion sharpshooter of all of Mexico, Manuel S Gatta. ¿Cómo está, amigo? What? Whoa, easy. Wait a minute. All I was going to say was, welcome to Howe. No. I said, welcome to Howe. No, wait a minute. This is Howe, Texas. Yes. Huh? You don't know Howe. I believe that. Listen, welcome to Texas City. Well, you're from Mexico. Way down in Mexico, in a little bitty town where there's all men and no women. Now, wait a minute. I've never heard of a town where there's all men and no women. What's the name of this place? No galleys. Now, wait a second. Wait a minute. Un momento. Whoa. You have a fan over there. Yes, I see. Well, welcome in. And why are you here? Trick and fancy shooting. All right. What? You have a compadre? Where is your compadre? Juan Gonzalez. Hey, ¿cómo está Juan? That's Juan. You're two. I'm three. Wait a minute. Hold it. Don't get carried away. Is this the only Juan you have? This is the second Juan you've had this week. Sound like a dangerous job. Juan's going to blow up some balloons. I thought you were going to blow them up. He's got the hot air. He blows up the balloon. You're going to start off with a simple shot. 5 shots. Work up to the harder stuff as you go along. The first shot is going to be a direct hit shot. Oh, that sounds good. A direct hit shot. Okay. Here we go. What? Hold it still. Whoa! Ho, ho. Woo! Hey, I like that. That is impressive. What? Oh, yes, right. I got you. I saw that. Yes. Very good. A little more difficult shot. The next shot is going to be a fast draw under the leg, and bust the balloon. Wait a minute, that sounds dangerous. You've done it many times. Okay, Mexico. You've never done it here. You need some help? You want everybody in the audience to count 1, 2, 3. Let me see if I got this right. You want everybody in the audience to count 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to draw fire between your legs and bust the balloon. All in one fluid motion. Right? All right. You ready, audience? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Chihuahua. Yes. Would you like to try it again? What do you mean you can't? Ain't got what it takes to try it again. All right, look, just scratch that shot. No. Go on to something else. What are you going to do now? A little more difficult shot? You're going to do a ricochet shot. Hey, now that sounds interesting. What do you mean it's not what you said? What? Well, what did you say? The next shot is going to be a ricochet shot. I don't care what you say. Why don't you just tell me what you're going to do? Shoot and ricochet off of that pole and bust that balloon. Wait a minute. There's a man sitting up there. He better get himself down. All right, you ready? Aim. Here we go. Easy. Oh! That was a slow bullet. Woo! Yes, sir. That was impressive. It really impressed me. Yes, it sure did. Made an impression on you, too. I'll bet it did. What do you mean they're depraved over here? What did you say? Oh, you don't want to deprive the people on this side. I see. You're going to do a double. Ricochet shot. I can't watch your lips. They're shaking all over your face. What are you going to do? Shoot and ricochet off of that pole. Then ricochet off of that pole. And then what? Bust the balloon. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to me. If you have small children, I want you to please make them be seated. Do not let them get up and be moving around in the audience. Because whenever he does this double ricochet shot, of course, the bullet will ricochet off of that pole. It's going to come across the arena over on this side. Now, when it ricochets off of this pole, if you are up and in the least little bit in the way, that bullet could possibly be blown by the wind. I'm sorry. Go ahead and take your best shot. Here we go. He's not going to do it. Oh, yeah. Woo, my goodness. Hey, I mean to tell you. Yes, you're even better than I thought you were. But wait a minute. You promised me 5 shots. That's only 4. You're a man of your word? 1 shot left. Going to take it right. No, wait a minute. Hold it. Hey. Yes, please. The next shot, got to use your 22. I see, pick it up. This is the shot that made you champion of Mexico. All right, Viva la Manuel. Call a what? A what? I've never heard of a hinder shot. Wait a minute, don't point that thing at me. What is a hinder shot? I've never heard of it. Oh, he never has either. This one has never done that. You had 2 other wands that have done it, but this one's never. Oh, I see. He's never done it. He only speaks Spanish. You talk to him. I tell them what you said. I'll say, okay, all right, here we go. He should hold the balloon up high. Now turn around, what he's telling us. Whoa, he said, hold it right there. And he said, bend over. Bend over and said, hold it right there. What's the matter? He said, no way, Jose. If you don't hold the balloon, he's going to tell your wife who you really were last week. Boy, did that get his attention. All right, you ready? A, B, Chihuahua. Ladies and gentlemen, Snuffy Chancellor and Red Son, Manuel S Gatta and Ron Gonzalez. Now back to the bucking shoots we go, and the Cowboys saddle bronc riding. Eric Cotton will be our first saddle bronc rider of the day. The work. Again, our thanks to the First National Bank of Anna, Texas, member FDIC. Chairman Texas, the Convention and Visitors Council, the Howe State Bank. Someone needs to close this gate right here, if you would, please, gentlemen. Yeah, thank you, Clay. Howe State Bank, right here in Howe, Texas. Hold the wall, Western Mary, Van Alstine, Joe Luder Ford in wide right. Eldorado Chevrolet in McKinney. Now, take a look. Here we go. Eric Cotton's our first man to go. The late Pearl Texas Cowboy trying hard. Cheer him on. The horse called Payday. And Pat Faulkner sets him to the ground. A 66 score. Eric Cotton, 66. Rock Brennan. Joshua, Texas. Zipper. You know, we've been privileged to see some of the greatest cowboy and cowgirl athletes in the world here this weekend. Gentleman who's been helping us, our pickup man on the paint horse out in the center of the arena, 12 times the qualifier for the National Finals Rodeo in the bareback riding. Won the bareback riding in the command performance for President Reagan in 1983, and his first vice president of the Pro Rodeo Cowboys Association, Mr. T.J. Walker. Welcome to Howe, T.J. We're glad to have you. Mr. Pat Faulkner, our pickup man on this side. These guys are great, doing a great job. And right now, Rock Ransom on the zipper. But you see the red flag fly, signifying both feet out above the shoulders. The first jump out of there, and it's no score on the ride. So, the man wins no money, no score for Rock Ransom. From McCoy, Colorado, Marty Forrester. Red Top, the horse, they'll be on board today. Marty got off to a great start in his rodeo career. He won the rookie saddle bronc riding at the Cheyenne Frontier Days several years ago. Been a great saddle bronc riding cowboy for many years now. Jim armed with our buckle that we'll give to our all-around cowboy today. Howe Lions Club Rodeo, 1986 all-around champion cowboy. This beautiful buckle will be going to our all-around champion cowboy who wins the most money in 2 events or more, or is entered in more than 2 events. From Kemper's Cowboy Corral, right on the line between Sherman Dennison, awarding that trophy belt buckle. Marty Forrester of McCoy, Colorado. Now, right, whoa, ooh, Chihuahua. Easy. Ooh, red top, the buzz flying everywhere. We have a horse loose over on the other side, back in the back. Someone might have lost their horse. Gene Bader, re-ride on the last ride. A re-ride, they say that you get a fair chance out of the gate, you'll get a re-ride. We'll go to Gene Bader, Hazel, Texas. Centennial, in the lead in the saddle bronc riding. Bud Monroe, who right now is ranked number 1 in the world, with a 78 score. Bud Monroe is the man in the lead right now. We're in the House State Bank bucket shoot. Our man slides down deep in the saddle. All he has to hold in his hand, the flooded buck rein. One hand on the buck rein, the other hand high in the air. Feet forward, over the shoulder. First jump out, advantage to the horse. Now, Gene Bader. Go on, Gene. Hang on, Logan. Once again, we see a red flag. Gene Owen, Wrangler officials saying the cowboy did not have both feet forward, and another no score. That'll bring us to Doug Dyer, Castle, Oklahoma. Star Trek, the horse that he draws. Doug Dyer, Castle, Oklahoma, Star Trek. Anybody here today from Denison, Texas? Wouldn't admit it, huh? How about Sherman? Van Alstyne. Hey, there's the Van Alstyne delegation. How many of you from Howe? How many of you don't know where you're from? I thought so. We had a group over here from there, yeah. Doug Dyer, Castle, Oklahoma. And the young man who's there, we see no red flags. We'll see what Gene Owen and Dick Marshall have to say on that ride. Wrangler officials coming up here in just a moment. Number 78 in the lead. Merlin Fairley. 66 score on the last ride, a 66. to the Herman Brew. Columbus, Texas. 2 socks to the Mid-States Rodeo Company. Yo, look out now. Come on, Herman, ride. Look out. Uh-oh, and he is hurt. We need some help down in the arena. Clay Fisher on his way over there. Look out, Clay. Coming down mighty hard, Clay Fletcher, our paramedic. He's on his way over there to help that cowboy. Herman's going to make his way over the fence. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of the bucking stock that we have here this year from John Walter's Mid-States Rodeo Company? I tell you what, can you imagine what these horses and bulls would do in good ground? Oh, mercy, they have been wild all weekend long. Clay Fletcher, our paramedic, over there to check that cowboy out to be sure that he's okay. He's all right. He said, I'm okay. Gary McDaniel, Tin Sleep, Wyoming. The horse is called B.O., Untouchable. Gary McDaniel, Tin Sleep, Wyoming. Still need to be more than 78 points to take the lead away from Bud Monroe. Bud is right now ranked number 1 in the world in a race for his first gold buckle. He's doing a great job so far this year. It's like we're over the hole-in-the-wall Western wear. Van Alstine buck and shoot. Thanks to Channel 12, KXLI TV, and Channel 10, they've been a big help to us. The Howe Enterprise, Sherman Democrat, all of our friends who helped us in the public relations. Of course, the Holiday Inn in Sherman, our official host hotel of the first annual Howe Lions Club, PRCA Pro Rodeo. When you have an opportunity, tell our sponsors you appreciate the work that they've done. Hey, now, go on. Ever so daintily, Dick Marshall waves his hanky and says, most feet not there, and it's no score. For missing the horse out, you'll win nothing but what you give him. Richard Stubb, Grand Prairie, Texas. A colorful horse they call Montana. Just to tell you a little bit about our rodeo producer, John Walter, Mid-States Rodeo Company of Kirksville, Missouri. Every year since 1978, they have had stock selected for the National Finals Rodeo, horses and bulls, on a beautiful ranch in the rolling hills of Kirksville, Missouri. Last night, we retired one of the greatest bucking bulls of all time, bull number 1, Kingpin. His last rodeo performance was right here in Howe, Texas. I go on Montana. Richard Stull of Grand Prairie. Now, Richard says, I'm glad that's over. Pat Faulkner has got a hand on him to set him down. There he is. He's okay. I'll tell you what, the audience at home has been fantastic. Y'all are super. I like the way you encourage these guys along. 63 points, a 63 score for Richard Stull, 63. Now it's Joe Belcom. Joe makes his home at Argyle, Texas. R.E., Little Indian. We'd like to say thanks to the Summit Circuit Riders for their help in our parking, the job that they've done. Jerry and all the folks that have done just a super job in helping us out all weekend long. We appreciate them, and also members of the Grayson County Sheriff's Posse, the Howe Police Department, and members of the Grayson County Sheriff's Department who have been here with us. We appreciate you dropping by, too. It's always nice to see them. Joe Belcom, Argyle, Texas, R.E., Little Indian. 78 in the lead, Joe. Come on, Joe. Now, go on, Joe, to the front. You got it now. There you go. TJ's got him on the ground. Big Marshall and Gino have put it together now. 65, a 65 score. 65.
65. Now we're going to go back to the re-ride. You saw Marty Forrester earlier take a bad spill out there. He was awarded a re-ride. Horse didn't give him a fair chance out of the gate. A good smooth opportunity to get out there and get started. Re-ride horse is called Smoky Mountain. Marty Forrester of McCoy, Colorado, on his re-ride. 8 seconds long. Hope to be there when it's over. Sliding down in the saddle, measuring the buck rein. Very important to do that just right. If you measure that buck rein too short, the horse is going to jerk you over the dashboard, slam dunk down on your nose. That's not good. But too long, you have no control whatsoever. Just kind of waving around in midair and no control, and you don't want that to happen either. This young man knows what he's doing. He's a pro. Our thanks to the First National Bank of Havana, Sherman, Texas. These guys, all of them doing a super job to bring rodeo here to Grayson County and to Howe, Texas. The Howe State Bank, Hole in the Wall, Western Wear, Van Alstine, Joe Luder, Ford, and Whitewright. El Dorado, Chevrolet, and McKinney. Be sure and tell them all you appreciate what they've done. Dwight Ramey Chevrolet of Sherman, who helped us bring the legendary W Stoker here. And you'll be seeing him later on this afternoon. But right now, Marty Forrester, Smoky Mountain.
Slipping and a sliding. Marty has worked mighty hard today. He's glad it's over. All right, well, they're going to give him a re-ride because the horse ran into the pickup horse and had interference. Want another one, Marty? He said, you bet. Just keep running them. I'll keep getting on them. I tell you what, one thing about it, he's going to get his money's worth, that's for sure. Well, our saddle bronc riding cowboys will run that re-ride later on. Let's hear it for them. And a great job today, huh? The bucking horses of the Mid-States Rodeo Company. Well, it's still a great day. We still got a lot of things going on. Don't forget to get down to the concession stand and visit with everybody over there first time you get a chance. They got a lot of good stuff for you over there. You'll enjoy visiting with them. Whether it's ice cold Dr. Pepper, iced tea, or coffee. And of course, good hot barbecue. Some of the best barbecue you've ever tasted available for you right now over in the concession stand. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I've had a great time this weekend, and I appreciate all of you. We had a great time with the parade yesterday, our Founders Day celebration. Folks have been visiting with us. We've been talking, watching bucking horses, watching bulls, cowboys and cowgirls, and now what? Wait a minute. Hold it. I wanted to go to the calf roping. What are you doing, Rex? What? Did you say something to me? What'd you say to me? Why are you pretty mad at me? What have I done to you? Whoa, hold it just a second, Buffalo Breath. What do you mean I'm not doing a very good job? I mean, all you know is what you've heard. The people are starting to talk about what? About me not doing a very good job. I forgot to introduce who? I mean, everybody. A world-famous talent right here in Howe. I didn't know we had a world-famous talent right here in Howe. If I'd have known, I would have introduced him. You discovered the world's greatest high-diving dog. Living right here in Howe. I didn't ever see him. Right next door to me. Oh, that's O.B. Power. What, are you going to prove it? Well, I want to see the world champion high diving dog. If there is one here, I want to see it. Going to drop it on us any minute. Drop it on us from where? Right here. Now, wait a minute. That's the world champion high diving dog? Oh, you came prepared to prove it. Oh, I see. Case and all, up we go, onto the ladder, and Elliot, wait a minute. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just a minute there, hesitation breath. Listen, you said that's the world's champion high diving dog, huh? Well, here in Howe, we want you to prove and back up what you say. Now, I tell you what, if that is supposed to be the world's champion high diving dog, then I want to see her dive off something high. We have our own ladder. That's it right there. And I am willing to bet you that that dog cannot climb that ladder and jump. I know it's not part of your contract. I know how tall it is. I know it's tall. Wait a minute. Oh, you're going to talk it over with the dog. I see. Okay, what? What do you mean she's not going for the deal? What do you mean she's going for it? You want what? Cash. $500 cash to climb that ladder. I'd have to talk to Bob Williams about that. $500 cash. 500. We'll do it. 500, but I ain't got nothing to worry about because the dog can't climb the ladder. That dog is too small to climb that big a ladder. I don't think it'll. Wait a minute. Would you look at this? Easy. Careful. Whoa, baby. Look out for $500. Now what? And now, look out, hold your breath, yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, half fight the high diving dog. I tell you what, that's a cute dog. I don't know what kind, no, I don't know what kind of dog is it. What kind of dog is it? Yes, I did, thank you. I said, what kind of dog is it, Rex? A girl dog, get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, the dog you just watched perform half fight, I want you to know, is 16 years old. She came out of a dog pound as just a puppy. Rex Dunn got her when she was just a pup. He's owned her for all these 16 years. She's blind in one eye, but she's one of the top trick dogs in the world today. And we're glad to have had her with us. Half fight. Now, before we go to the tie-down calf roping contest, which is our next event, you know, I mentioned to you earlier that we have been honored to have some of the top rodeo cowboys and cowgirls in the entire world here with us this weekend. But ladies and gentlemen, we're also very honored to have living right here in Howe, possibly one of the greatest time event cowboys of all time, and a man who has lent his support to more young cowboys and cowgirls to get started than anybody I have ever known. And this special Sunday afternoon performance of our rodeo is dedicated to a man that we have grown to love over the years. A man who's always been willing to go more than that extra mile to lend a helping hand to a cowboy or a cowgirl in whatever they might need. He's trained some of the greatest horses in this country, wrote the first book on the care and training of the American quarter horse. He is our special guest. Our rodeo performance today is dedicated to Mr. L.M. Sykes. Now, out in the center of the arena, Neil Samuels of No Total Boot Company and Hole in the Wall, Western Wear, Van Alstine, Mr. John Rockwell, National Finals calf roper, and other dignitaries are here. And Ellen, if you would ride forward, please, on Old Fred, we've got something special we'd like to present to you. It's a beautiful plaque, and inscribed, quite simply, are these words. Ladies and gentlemen, to Mr. L.M. Sykes, in appreciation for endless time and patience, working with cowboys and cowgirls of all ages. We thank you. 1986. The man presenting the award, as I said, Neil Samuels, a former PRCA card holder. He's a gold card holder and one of the top all-around cowboys in the world. A shake of the hand. And Papa Sykes, we love you, buddy. You and Fred, thanks for being here today. Mr. L.M. Sykes. And a shake of the hand from 8-time world champion calf roper Roy Cooper. Thank you, Coop. Roy and all these fellows know how special L.M. has been. Neil, you may have to stay there. Don't fall. easy. It was easier when you were riding bulls. Thank you, Neil Samuels. Congratulations to you, Alan. Now we're going to go to the tie-down kick-off contest. Oh, what an event today. 9.4, Jerry Powell's in the lead. Butch Bodie with a 9.5, Ray Redding with a 10.7. Gary Thompson, Henrietta, Oklahoma, is our first contestant to work here this afternoon in the tie-down kick-off contest. Barrier rule in effect here once again. The Cowboy starts too soon and breaks the barrier. Remember, the 10-second penalty will be added to his total time. Gary Thompson, Henrietta, Oklahoma, National Finals qualifier. Along with his brother Michael. Both of them entered the competition here. 9 4/10 of 1 second. Again, bear in mind, their job made much more difficult because of the arena that's happening. Whoa, that didn't feel good. Now, the Henrietta, Oklahoma Cowboys got to get him up. Out comes the big and straight, cross and tie. Thank you. 16 and that's all. 16 seconds flat. Gary Thompson of Henrietta, Oklahoma. 16 flat. Whoops. A broken barrier on that. We'll add 10. 26. 26 for Gary. Mike Johnson. Gary's brother for the National Finals qualifier. Now, for those of you who might still be in high school, let me tell you what this young man did while he was in high school. During his senior year in high school, here's a fellow who went to school full-time, kept his grades up, rodeo just when he could, and won over $20,000 while he was still in high school, rodeoing part-time. Quite a hand. Of course, since that time he's gone on to the National Finals Rodeo and still remains one of the top contestants in the world today. Mike Johnson, Henrietta, Oklahoma, like this kid's attitude. Fun fellow to be around. Needs to be 9.4 better today to take the lead away from Terry Powell. He could do it. Let's see how things work today. Gonna go for it right there and try to be quick. Now, you don't want to fall, get that calf around, stick it in the mud. He's not helping at all, but he's making the best of a bad situation. We had a 10-7 last night in this kind of condition. That calf not helping him at all. Now he's got his side, and his work is done. 17.4, but they're flagging in no time. So a disqualification. No daylight. Only had 2 feet side. All right. Thank you. We can't see from here. We appreciate that. Only 2 feet side. It'll be in no time on the run. No time. Let's go to Harlan Hurd. Lancaster, Texas. Harlan Hurd. Harlan Hurd, Lancaster, Texas. There we go. Now he's done. Well, he could get lost out there real easy, couldn't he? Yeah. Now he says he'll go down this way. Our thanks to Robin Wessels, as we said earlier, and Beth Walker from Kirksville, Missouri. A young lady who's been out there with us every rodeo performance, doing a great job. Keeping our arena clear of livestock. I do hope you have your souvenir program coming up in just a little bit. I'm going to be drawing for a $50 gift certificate from Wrangler brand jeans, and if I call your number, you'll be the winner. So Bob got a little closer than he wanted on that one. Now, I got to get him to, oh, look out, oh no. Harlan trying to make the best of it. Oh, there you go now. He said, stay there, buddy. He said, come on out. I think I've enjoyed as much of this as I can stand. I'm not going to win any money anyway. Rather than take any more of your time and risk injuring the animal, he'll just walk away with no time, no money today. So, step one for Harlan. Brings up Jimmy Adams, San Antonio, Texas. Jimmy Adams, San Antonio. Only $2 on the program, so you have one yet, you better get one. Could have that one coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Be sure you have your souvenir program. If I call your number, a $50 gift certificate from Wrangler brand jeans. So be sure you have one. To be aware. Camp Open Cowboys, another one of the original events of rodeo, stems from the workaday shores of the ranch hand cowboys. 150 years ago, and they came to western frontier. Don't forget on your way out this afternoon, stop by and take a look at that display of Case International Tractors we have on the rodeo ground. What a great job they've been. Oh, no! Part of it, but not there. And in no time, it's Jimmy Adams. This is James Van, Harper, Texas. James Van, Harper, Texas. If you have your souvenir program, here's our winning number. Get out your program, look at your Wrangler insert sheet. On the Wrangler insert sheet is the number. Here is the winning number for a $50 gift certificate from Wrangler brand G. 450-995. Close. Does anybody have it? Stand up and wave. If you do an intermission, you'll come down here and I'll give you your gift certificate. Leonard, is that yours? Are you kidding me? You're for real? Oh, what a put up deal. Yeah, Leonard. Congratulations. Did he buy that from you? Okay. $50. God nothing, because I wouldn't sell him a program. Here we go, we're ready. Oh, no! Be quick or be gone, James, that no time. Nice effort, though, huh? Elvin Hearn, Lancaster, Texas. Elvin Hearn of Lancaster, Texas. Next to go. Still trying to be quicker than 9.4. 9 4/10 of 1 second. 9.4. Elvin Hearn of Lancaster, Texas. Get him into the corner, back in the box. Don't forget, coming up later on in the program today, the bull riding, sponsored by Merrill Lynch Investment. Bullish on America. It's nice to have sponsors like Merrill Lynch who want to take part in a local project to do something worthwhile for the community. I'm going to try to back that horse into the corner of the box and get ready to run. 9 4/10 of 1 second. What's on his mind right now? 2,000 at the beat. He'll go for it and try. Oh, another one comes up empty. Elvin Hearn, no time. And here's a fellow who's stroking today, having a good year. This is Tom Walker, Wimberly, Oklahoma. We were in Somerville, Georgia a week ago. Charlie Lowry's Ranch Rodeo in Somerville. Tom rolled into the rodeo ground just as the last calf was running out. They had some problems getting there. Missed the calf open. Bless his heart. I'm glad he's here today. Let's see if he can win some money. This is Tom Walker, Wimberly, Oklahoma. Very talented cowboy. Good guy. Cowboy indeed. Don't forget our all-around champion cowboy. That award's coming up. Later on this evening. Tom Walker, Wimberly, Oklahoma. 9.4. Fastest run so far. Oh, no! Got it, another cowboy with an effort who comes up empty. No time. How would you like to see possibly the greatest camp roper of all time? Ladies and gentlemen, say hello and welcome to Howe, Mr. Roy Cooper. Here's the man, Roy Cooper, Durant, Oklahoma. 9.4. Ideal conditions, not quite. But you can bet he's been in them before. One thing about it, here's a cowboy who on every effort gives all he has, do the best he can. He rodeos for the money. Roy Cooper, Durant, Oklahoma, 9.4. The best time so far. Kerry Powell is the man to beat, goes to Butch Cody and Ray Brayton. 9-4 in the lead. 9-5 in second. Ray Brayton with a 27. Oh, no! Ladies and gentlemen, doggone it. Got luck in one of those things, but it's no time on the run for Roy Cooper. No time. Let's go to Cleo Hearn of Dallas, Texas. Cleo Hearn. Clay Fletcher, need to see you, please. Clay Fletcher, immediately, please. Clay. Clay Fletcher, need to see you immediately, please. Cleo Hearn of Dallas, Texas. Clay Fletcher, we have an emergency plea. There he is coming around the back out of the boat. Cleo Hearn of Dallas, Texas is the man to go. A little bit of trouble getting that horse in there. He doesn't want to cooperate, doesn't like him. Doesn't like the way it looks. They're going to get settled and get squared away. Into the box, you ready to go? Here we go. Now, go to it, cowboy. Right, attaboy. We got it. All right. Ooh, he didn't like it. Now, come on. 1, 2, 3. It's about time we got another one down. 15.5. 15.5 to Cleo. 15.5. That'll bring up Robin Foreman, Katy, Texas. Robin Foreman of Katy, Texas. Next contestant with an opportunity to be quicker than 9.4. I tell you what, a couple of hard-working guys out there. Andy, of course, we introduced to you earlier, our rodeo chairman, and John Steenrich from Center Point, Iowa. John, we're glad to have you in Howe, Texas, too. John said, I'll never be back in this country. That's right. Rains every time he comes to Texas, yeah. We don't want him back. Not on rodeo day, no. None of he's going to bring that with him. Robin Foreman of Katy, Texas. So far, it's been a tough day for our contestants. Robin, taking a good look at him now. Open time over. 9-4 in the league. Here we go. Long throw, nice catch, Robin. The Katy, Texas cowboy. Uh-oh. Watch the horse. Work with the American quarter horse, still very important here. These calves weigh a lot, but in the mud, they weigh 10 times more than normal. Yes, oh, come on, man. He said, hey, fellas, you can have it. I don't want him. I don't think I like this. There we go. Robin Foreman of Katy, Texas.
Now we'll go to the all-around champ. Number one all-around man in the world. Chris Libert. Argyle, Texas. There we go. Thank you, John. Chris Libert of Argyle. Number one all-around cowboy in the world. 9.4. Still the best run of the day so far. The best run of the rodeo, Fury Fowl. Young man who's in the driver's seat. First place right now. There we go. Oh, he's got a runner. Whoa, mercy. Hey now. He said, I don't know where the door is, reckon where they'd like to have one. Yeah, CL, you like that, huh? No. 8.1 was the time whenever he went out the gate. Coming up after the rodeo, he'll go lap example from 8.1 on there should he choose to do so when the camp got out. We'll go to Danny Snow of Denison, Texas. Danny Snow of Denison, Texas is our next contestant to work right now. This is our last camp for the day to go. Whoops. Almost an escapee. Now we're getting it squared away. We'll go with Danny Snow. Denison, Texas. I'll tell you this. For the last 3 days, we have had what I believe to be one of the greatest rodeos in Texas right here in Howe, don't you? And we've still got a lot to go. Got a lot of bull riding to go, and more. The legendary W Stoker will be along with us as well. Little one. Compliments of Dwight Raymond and Raymond Chevrolet. Fortune to the corner. Anthem to the box. Danny Snow. From Denison, Texas. Here we are. Denison, Texas cowboy wants to do well at home in Grayson County in pro rodeo. 1, 2, 3, and down. 12.3. 12 and 3/10. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Jerk the feet out of that rope, and it'll be a no time. No time. A disappointing run for Danny Snow, who was really trying hard. But, nonetheless, our camp open cowboys out there in the mud, the muck, and the mire, doing the best they could for you today, and we've enjoyed watching them try, haven't we? Coming up, it's intermission time at the rodeo. We're going to take a short intermission. Go down and visit the concession stand. Be sure you pick up something good to eat or something cool to drink. They've got it for you if you just want something to drink. Be sure you go through the express line. Hot food, well, they'll show you the right line to be in. Down there at the concession stand, it's open. Cowgirls have chose not to attempt to run. However, there are those who are pro and said, yes, we're going to come and we're going to try and we're going to give it a shot. Because it was you, the fans, that make rodeo special, and we want to take care of you, the fans of professional rodeo. And I want to say a special thank you to those ladies who have chose to come out and give it an effort for us today and for you. I think they deserve a round of applause, every one of them, for even trying today. We appreciate them a lot. Now, as we've said, the arena conditions certainly not what we would want, but we're going to make the best of a bad situation. And our first contestant to go today is Nanette Fine of Monaghan, Texas. Is Nanette here? She is not here. All right, she wimped out on us. So We'll go to Beth Walker. Beth Walker, Beth Walker's not here. All right. So Beth Walker's not going to do it. How about Kathy Spears? I can count on this young lady. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a cowgirl is. Kathy Spears. Been to the national finals. She's on the Winston Pro Tour. What a sweetheart. Kathy Spears, Siloam Springs, Arkansas. Our barrel racer to run right now. We'll have 2 ladies to run the pattern for you today. Kathy and Dean Spears are some of the best people in the world. Oh, I tell you what. She deserves more than what we can give for coming and giving an effort today. Kathy, I love you, sugar. Thank you so much. I owe you. You and Dean owe both. Kathy Spears, Siloam Springs, Arkansas. 15-9 plus 10, 25 and 9 with a penalty, 25.9 with a penalty. And we'll go to Linda Hayes of Denison, Texas. Linda Hayes of Denison, Texas. 2 brave-hearted cowgirls to run. Here's Linda right now. Now, what do you say for Linda? Huh? Come on. 2 very special ladies. Thank you. In spite of the ground, 18-9 on the run, 18.9, and that's it. But I tell you what, those 2 ladies for coming and giving it a shot. Kathy Spears, we love you. And thank you, Linda Hayes. Kathy Spears of Siloam Springs, Arkansas, and Linda Hayes of Denison, Texas, in our barrel race. Well, we have got, indeed, a surprise, I suppose, would be an understatement. It is not very often that one has an opportunity to introduce a living legend. But it has been my privilege to do that on numerous occasions with the man that you're about to meet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this man has appeared all over the world, from inaugural parades for presidents of the United States to entertaining for the crowned heads of Europe. In the movie, he did all of the trick roping stunts in the movie Bronco Billy, starring Clint Eastwood, and toured off-Broadway in the play Oklahoma, starring the Dukes of Hazzard star John Snyder. It's indeed a great honor to welcome, on behalf of Dwight Ramey and Ramey Chevrolet, the Howe Lions Club Pro Rodeo, the legendary W Stoker up close and in person. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you watch JW as he goes to it. Now, anytime you see some of those rope tricks you like, don't be afraid to tell him so. He couldn't get out in the arena to do it. JW says, hey, don't worry, I'm going to entertain you anyway. And this man, what a pleasure to have him here in Howe. Watch the maneuvers with a beautiful picture around all the way. And now kick it up high, all the way around the front and the back, smooth as glass with the legendary JW Stoker. And now, standing up in the saddle, back and forth, over he goes. What do you think, huh? Standing up on top of that saddle on the beautiful sugar bars, JW's got that loose doing what he wants it to do. A flick of the wrist, here, there, back and forth again. Now watch. Picking up a little bit of steaming, and one side to the other. Wants to get that loop just the right size for the next maneuver you're about to see. And of course, just the right speed, right place, right time, and oh, that's all right. Watch how he rebuilds the loop. To show you the talent of this man, when he gets moved like he wants it, whenever he gets that rope set just right, watch how he can rebuild that loop. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I like the way he does that. Now he's got it going. Back and forth again. This time again, over and around. All the way around the body. Go ahead if you want to, it's all right. And now, hold on. Hold your breath. Picking up a little bit of speed. Gotta get it right place, right time. Yeah, JW Stoker. Oh, fantastic as always, my dear friend, JW. Now, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, conditions not ideal. But JW is going to put it over the body, kick it up in the air. Trying to get that loop smoothed out once again. Yes, sir. You want to try it again, Jay?
Okay, he said, I didn't like that, I'm going to try it again. Okay, so he's going to rebuild that loop. Can you imagine standing on top of that satellite attempting to jump up, to jump through that loop, and then land back in the saddle with your feet standing up on top of that horse? Bring it around the body, make it smooth, make it regular. And yeah, just like that, that's how it's done. W Stoker showing you why he's the world's champion trick roper. Makes his home in Weatherford, Texas, originally from Kansas. Come on down, JW. Now, ladies and gentlemen, W Stoker and I visited this morning. He said, Duane, I want this rodeo to be special for your fans. I don't know how I'm going to do my trick roping. He came back later and said, I figured it out. I'm going up high so everybody can see me. Up on top, W Stoker, go to it right now. Now JW's making that loop do what he wants it to do. Under the legs. With one change of the hands and back to the other side. Look at the wrist and spin it all the way around. He's having a good time now. You can tell he's cooking, he's smoking today. In the sunshine, beautiful costumes, and a change of the hands behind the back. You got to know where you are and what you're doing. Years of practice, this man started his career when he was 10 years old. Been a professional entertainer ever since then. Has toured all over Europe, entertained the crowned heads of Europe, Japan. And right now, entertaining us for the first time in Howe, Texas. He's gone to the schools, visited with the children, and is here compliments of Dwight Ramey and Ramey Chevrolet in Sherman. If you enjoy what he's doing, don't be afraid to stop by there and tell them or give them a call and say, hey, thanks for bringing W Stoker to Howe, Texas and the Howe Lions Club Rodeo, W Stoker. Going to change Logan now. Flat looping. Once again, anytime you see something you like, don't be afraid to let out with a yell if you want to. Clap your hands. He's dancing now. Again, it's over the body and high. Yes. Caught that boot. He'll do it again. Bring it back. Rebuild. Maneuver. There you go. High. Stoker, kick it up in the air. That boy, one more time. Way up there. I like that. Again, changing hands behind the back. And again, the fancy footwork. Under one leg and then the other, back and forth. Standing on one foot and again, kicking it up high in the air, JW. He's on now. A little fancy footwork? Well, why not? Let's see how you like this, huh? On the platform, JW is going now. Fancy cowboy boots. And a pretty loop for JW as he kicks it up high. One more time, way up there. Back, again the other way. Back and through. Getting it just the right place. For a little bit more of the fancy footwork all the way through the loop and back to the other side. Makes it look easy. What's this? Giddy up goes, JW ride, cowboy ride. On one foot, and then the other, and back again. W Stoker, I'm loving it today. How about you? Uh-oh. Look out. Two at one time. Maybe. Stoker said maybe. Let's find out how cocky he is today, huh? One in the right hand, one in the left. Does the right hand know what the left hand doing? Or vice versa? You be the judge. The right hand's going. Up and over the body. Now what about the left hand? Can he do two at one time? Well, what do you think, huh? Now he's not through. Now JW do it, son. There you go. And now with the two loops entwined, the fancy footwork begins in earnest with the legendary W Stoker. What do you think of that, Howe? One to the other, W Stoker. Now, wait a minute. Stoke, you're not going to attempt that way up there, are you? Yes? Uh-oh. The most popular rope trick of all time. Made popular by the late Bill Rogers. It's called the Texas Skit. Here's where you become very important. The more you cheer him on, the faster he'll go. So do it right now. W Stoker, turn it on. Here we go. One to the other and back again. And now, take a look. Coming up right here, JW turns it around the other way. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary W Stoker. Making his appearance here in Howe, Texas, compliments of Dwight Ramey and Ramey Chevrolet, the greatest trick roper of all time. And right here in Howe, Texas, the legendary W Stoker. Well, how many of you in the audience today like bull riding? Ladies and gentlemen, out in the center of the arena, the man who in 1985 was voted the #1 rodeo contract act of the year in the entire state of Texas for professional rodeo. 2 years featured on the Wrangler Pro Tour bullfighting program as the featured barrel man from Fort Worth, Texas, my friend and yours, Snappy Chancellor. The #1 Wrangler Pro Tour bullfighter in the entire world today, 2 years at the national finals from Hastings, Oklahoma, Rex Dunn. And the first bull rider to go, Philip Fournier, Raceland, Louisiana, bull number 100, they call him the Cajun. Philip Fournier right now is ranked number 10 in the world in this bull riding contest. He is from Raceland, Louisiana, bull number 100, the Cajun, the bull that he has drawn. An 81-point bull ride leads the way, and here we go now. Philip Fournier of Raceland, Louisiana. Ride, Philip, ride. Rex, look out, done. Whoa, Chihuahua. What do you say to Philip Fournier of Raceland, Louisiana? A 69 score for Fournier. Ooh, easy. That's a bad bull. Let's go to Chuck Simonson. Rex, look out. Whoa. Uh-oh. Hey, he's over there. Wait. Atta boy. Snuffy, I thought that bull was going to hurt you. What do you mean he won't hurt you? Why not? You married his sister. Easy. I saw you in town today. You'd like to take that bull home with you for what? Give him to your mother-in-law. Yeah, you would too. Bend over in front of him, he'll check your oil. Tell you that. Chuck Simonson, Epping, North Dakota. Bull is called Bald Eagle. But I love that. Did you get those from Roger Luttrell? I bet he did. Yeah. Looks like something he'd wear. A little big? Uh-huh. Roger never wore them? Jams? Huh. What do you know about jamming? Rogers never wore jams. Andy Kaiser wore them? Andy Kaiser would wear them. I see, yes. Okay, here we go. Chuck Simonson, one of the top bull riders in the world. Epping, North Dakota, Bald Eagle. An 81-point bull rider's in the lead so far. Let's see what our Wrangler officials had to say for Chuck Simonson right now. So tabulate the score. Wait a minute. Hold it. You're not the judge. Hey, look. Stand up when I'm talking to you. Are you serious? You're what? You're Snuffy?
69 scores.
69 scores. 69. Let's go to Kent Easter. Scurry, Texas. Footloose, the name of the bull. Footloose? No, not Fancy Free. Just Footloose. No, I said Footloose. What do you think you are, Bruce Springsteen or something?
You're not Bruce Springsteen. You are not. Prove it. A perfect double for Bruce Springsteen. Let me hear it. Hey, don't do that. I've just about had it with you. For 3 days you've been doing that to me, and don't ever do it again. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Don't ever do it again. Do you understand me? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Don't look at them. They're not going to help you. You look at me. Don't ever do it again. Oh, what did you get in the barrel? What do you mean it's not a barrel? What's a TP? That's a TP. You are an Indian? I didn't know. Your daddy was an Indian? Your mother was an Indian. Your brother was an Indian. Last night for supper, your brother drank a gallon of iced tea, and during the night, he drowned. So what? In his teepee. No, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. No. What? One more time. No. Quit it. Would you just try to get along, please? Try to behave yourself. Okay. Yes. Okay. One time. Buck and shoot number 3. First National Bank of Anna, Sherman, Texas. Convention Visitors Council, the Howe State Bank, our Buck and shoot sponsors. Ken East, who's got his hands full right now. Yo, look out. He is in trouble. Red flag fly. Slaps the ball with a free hand. He'll win nothing but what you give. It's no score on that ride. The Buck and shoot sponsors on the far side. Hole in the wall, Western wearing. Van Alstine, Joe Luder Ford and White Ride. Eldorado Chevrolet in McKinney. Would you do me a favor? I didn't like it. No. Well, they liked it. Let's go to Joey Aspling. Lakewood, Colorado. Cottonmouth. Look. Wait a minute. What are you guys doing? You lost your head. Oh, I see. Good idea, yes. There you Ooh. Hey, that's okay. There was a clot in it when he got it. Clot in it when he gave it back. All right, you like that, huh? All right. Where's your fan club now? You don't have any fans over there. Joey Aspling, Cottonmouth. The bull that he has drawn. Whoa, oh, look out. That cowboy in trouble. Slam dunk hard. Wait a minute. What do you mean re-ride? How do you know he got on the wrong bull? Bull's name is Cottonmouth. That's not what he just called him. Now I know that, Rex. No score. David Fournier, Raceland, Louisiana. We met Brother Philip earlier. This is David. The bull is called Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch. This bull's going to come out, hit that barrel, knock it 20 feet in the air, break every bone in your body. Whoa, wait a minute. Get back over here. You're supposed to be a brave matador. What do you mean you're not a matador? What's a picador? When the bull comes out, you pick a door, get the heck out of here. I think. Why do you do things like that? What's wrong with you? There's something wrong with you. Okay, oh, wait a minute. Now, don't start it with me. Would you prop him up, please? Prop him up. Snuffy that. No. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it, Snuffy. Don't. Here we go. David Fournier, ride. David, ride. Stay on, David. Hang in there. David Fournier, Raceland, Louisiana. Oh, he makes it look easy. Captain Crunch. Whoop. Uh-oh. What do you mean he's been eating Mexican food? He's got guacamole dip all over him. You remember the old saying, Snuffy, all that glitters is not gold, all that's green is not guacamole. Yeah. 62 score for Fournier, 62. Go to Rodney Sands, Madill, Oklahoma, bull number 70. They call him Frosty. Wait a minute, hold it. We have a band for music. We don't need you. Can you lead the band? Where do you want to lead them? Right off a cliff? No. I'll tell you one thing. You beat anything I've ever stepped in, I'll tell you that. Shoot two, now we ride. Yeah, easy. What do you mean it would have been a pretty bull, Rex? Ran out of paint. Get him out of here. Well, what do you want me to do? You tell him to get out. What over Rex with him? I guess he showed you. 67 score. Whoa, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Rex, would you be nice? Don't do it, Rex. Uh-oh. Whoops. Yeah, look out. Don't do it. Boy, if you'd have got close to him, you'd look like a weenie on a stick. Are you afraid? Rex is not afraid, you're not afraid. That scared you? How bad did it? Only two people knows how scared. Who's that? You? And the lady that's going to do that laundry. Yes, time. Rex. Where'd you get that cap? Your peach hat? Where'd you get the little glasses? Show them the little glasses underneath the little hat. Oh, that's cute. Nice, I like that. Joe Wimberly Jr. from Mineral Wells, Texas. Bar 2 depression. Number 5 bull rider in the world in 1984. Injured in 1985. Back strong now in 1986. On his way back to the National Finals Rodeo. Joe Wimberly. Originally from Frisco City, Alabama. Yeah, Joe Wimberly. Now ride, little Joe, ride. Depression, the name of the bull. Ride, Joseph, ride. Come on, cheer him on, Howe. He's going to do it. That's Joe Wimberly. Now makes his home in Mineral Wells, Texas. Ooh-wee. Let's hear it for Joe Wimberly. A good bull ride. Hey, Joe. Roger Luttrell was cheering you on every step of the way. You got a tow truck to pull you out of the dirt. A 77-point ride for Joe Wimberly. He ought to like that. Pull your skirt up and get out of here. Joe Wimberly. Hey, wait a minute. Don't start it. Rex, I'll tell you one thing. You lost your chewing gum. Well, wait a minute. You don't want it now. Why do you have to have your chewing gum? Your teeth are in it. Now, wait a minute. Beaver Jernigan. Dripping Springs, Texas. Yes. You know who's behind you? Look. You know it? Young man? Did you say? What? You know what he said to me? He rode over here to the fence. He said, Duane, do you live here in Howe? I said, yes, I do. He said, well, I was wondering how you got this job. Can you believe he would say that to me after all we've been through together? After all the nice things I said about him in Washington? One man's opinion. Just sitting there watching you. What is he? He's a pickup man. Uh-oh, look out. Oops. Ooh. Well, Beaver Jernigan, no score.